Hi, this is Curtis Alexander. In today's video, I want to answer the question about vitamin C dosage. How much vitamin C should you be taking? If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comments. Any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. So I'm a vitamin C fan. A lot of healthcare professionals you'll come across think it's hocus pocus. I don't find that to be the case. However, a lot of confusion around how much to take, a lot of hype, a lot of misinformation depending on who you talk to. I take a more middle of the road approach, and I'll explain why in the video. So first of all, is vitamin C proven to work for any of these things? I think that's important to understand why you want to take something. First of all, we have immune system IS. Yeah, it's been proven to help with the immune system depending on the dosage that's used. So that's why I think it's important to touch on. The other one is insulin sensitivity. One of the things I always recommend, if you have a history of diabetes, vitamin C is very beneficial. Particularly, they'll give it a lot now with metformin, which is a diabetes drug. It improves the insulin sensitivity even more. In those cases, they're going to be shooting for, the BID is 500 milligrams twice a day, or you can do 1,000 milligrams just in one shot. Increase IA, that's increased iron absorption, can be important in women who are iron deficient due to their periods and so forth. Not a huge deal for me, but those are things that vitamin C has evidence to support its use. So the big question is, what should the dosage be? Well, it depends on if we're talking REC is recommended or are we going to go with ideal. Now the recommended, the RDA is very, very low in my opinion. I think, depending on the age, young kids, it's like 15 milligrams a day up to 120 milligrams a day. I feel that that's too low. Most people would want to get more than that. So I would shoot for more of what I consider an ideal dose. Now there's other factors to consider. I've mentioned before, like 1,000 milligrams a day for somebody to help with insulin sensitivity. What if they're sick? When you're ill, you can see the vitamin C dosage go up to crazy amounts. I've personally taken, when I've come down with something, I've taken up to 10, 12,000 milligrams in a day to help speed, getting rid of whatever I had. And I had no issues. If I were to take 10 to 12,000 milligrams right now when I'm not coming down with something or ill, I'd get diarrhea. There's no way I'd be able to tolerate that dose. So when you're ill, your body will utilize the vitamin C more than when you're healthy. So there's that factor as well. And before I get into what I personally use, is it dangerous? If you dose vitamin C higher than the RDA, is it going to hurt you? All signs point to no. Vitamin C is very safe. The biggest side effect you could possibly get is diarrhea, and that's if you're dosing too much, just back off. So getting to the crux, I think for most people, I generally recommend 750 milligrams per day on the lower end. Some people can go up to 2,000 milligrams a day, maybe a little higher. But for me personally, I'm right in the 1,500 per day, 1,500 milligram per day. I do that almost every day. I will sometimes go without it just to kind of keep my body guessing a little bit, preserve some of the enzyme systems in my body. I don't necessarily think doing something like that every day is ideal. Not just vitamin C, I'm talking supplements in general, but I think 1,500 milligrams per day is a really good dose to shoot for most people who are relatively healthy. Now again, I'll get to the bottom line in a sec. I want to touch on the hype. When you're dosing vitamin C, the question comes up, okay, now I need to buy some, and you'll go and you'll look and there'll be this particular salt form of vitamin C, and this has got rose hips, and this has got the other thing to help absorption. I don't buy some of that stuff. I just stick with ascorbic acid. It's cheap, or before COVID it was a lot cheaper. It's gone up a little bit in price, but it's still cheap. I get it in capsule form. I buy it from Bulk Supplements. I'll include a link in that. It's cheap, it works. I don't buy the powder anymore because it's really bitter to mix with water. So I just buy simple, 750 milligram capsules, take 1 to 2 a day and call it good. So avoid the hype about the different forms of vitamin C. I don't think it's worth it. So bottom line is, pick a number with vitamin C. Maybe start out shooting for 1,000 milligrams a day, see how you do. And you can move it up or down. You dose vitamin C. The general rule, the bottom line is you dose it to tolerance and then you back off. And the tolerance is diarrhea. So if you notice, hey, I'm taking 2,000 milligrams a day and I have loose stools, I'd back off. Take 1,000. When you get ill, as soon as you feel something coming on, bump your dosage up and you'll find that you'll be able to take a lot more. So again, vitamin C dosage, hopefully this cleared up some things for you. You have questions, ask them in the comments. Hope the video was helpful, and we'll talk to you in the next video.